This is my favorite all-around seasoning when I'm cooking foods that might otherwise be described as plain. It's not something I'd use for a decidedly Asian or Latin American meal with a sense of place. It's not something I'd use for burgers or brisket where the meat itself is the main contributor of flavor. But for something like potatoes or chicken breast where you could go in 100 different flavor directions yet still wish for one perfect default, this is it. I'll show you how to make it, and then I can get into why I think it's so great. First, gather these seasonings. Dried garlic. You could buy dried garlic powder, but I prefer the chunkier granulated garlic so that I have more control over the final grind size. Next, green peppercorns. If you don't have access to whole dried green peppercorns, just use black ones or even a medley. Black peppercorns are roasted before drying and green ones aren't. Out of all of the ingredients in this spice blend I'm showing you, the green peppercorn is the one you should be most willing to substitute. The one you should be least willing to substitute is the freeze-dried shallot. Not dried, but freeze-dried. Have you ever eaten a freeze-dried strawberry before, like the ones in a box of Special K? If so, you know the difference in flavor and texture between dried and freeze-dried. Buy these online and you will be so happy you did. Anytime you find yourself wishing you had a little minced shallot for a pan sauce or a salad dressing, you'll come back and thank me for telling you. These rock. Next up is freeze-dried chives, and unlike the freeze-dried shallots, I find these to be pretty cheap and easy to buy in a regular grocery store. You could buy them online, but these were $2. The final thing I add is chili flake. I like to use this green variety because just like the peppercorns, the green version is more floral, more mild, and I like when the product comes out really green. You could go with generic crushed red chili flakes or just omit it entirely if you don't like any spice. This green flake is really mild, so I can use a lot of it. If I can take a second for a juicy food industry drama moment, Penzeys Spices and The Spice House both offer a version of this seasoning blend. Spice House calls theirs Lakeshore Drive, and Penzeys calls theirs Fox Point. Neither of theirs are spicy. That's a personal twist of mine. Anyway, the reason why those two companies have some similar items is the owners are related to each other. But in 2016, Penzeys started calling people out on their political affiliation, so Spice House made a counter post that included a discount code for like 10% off with coupon code NOPOLITICS. Ooh, the girls are fighting. It's not really the hottest goss, but it's something I always find a way to mention whenever it comes up, kind of like watching Aragorn kick the helmet in the Two Towers. Anyway, after all these ingredients are combined, you will need to crush them into dust. You can use a spice grinder, a mortar and pestle, or a small blender. You can make it coarse and grainy or fine and powdery. Sifting the small particles from the big ones is an easy way to get both if you want to have two different versions in your pantry. You'll notice that there is no salt in this mix. If your plan is to have one bottle that you can shake on top of food and then have it seasoned in one step, add some salt before grinding. I advise you to leave it saltless so that you can have two control knobs while cooking, one for salinity and one for greenness. And the only way you're gonna find out what that adjective tastes like is to try it. But you already know, anyone who loves alliums is gonna take one lick of this stuff and then get the zoomies. Every ingredient resides in that sweet spot between delicate and intense. Shallots and chives are oniony in a gentle way. Same for green peppercorn and green chili flakes, since both are more delicate than their black and red relatives. Put this powder on your eggs. Chives and eggs are a perfect match, and this stuff gets you there without needing to keep fresh herbs on hand every morning. Or how about you blend it with sour cream? Bravo, you just made a one-step chip dip. Anytime you prepare potatoes, whether fried, steamed, or baked, you will reach for this. I took my pre-made spice blends out of my cabinet just to see what I've got. All of these are fantastic, but most are highly contextual. Barbecue spice for a barbecue meal. Tingly salt for when I want a mala numbing sensation. But this is the one I'm always running out of because it tastes great on virtually everything. From plain veggies to pan-seared chicken, this seasoning is predicated on the universal truth that most food can usually stand a little bit of garlic and a little herbaceous je ne sais quoi that, like the red of a Kool-Aid or the blue of a Gatorade, can only be described as green. Caraway has paid to be mentioned at the end of this video. Caraway makes the stainless steel cookware that you saw me using in today's lesson. It feels like more and more people are becoming confident in their ability to cook over stainless steel at home because of the proliferation of this little water droplet test where you confirm that the pan is hot enough when water beads up and skitters around the surface. With that threat of stickage removed, you get to enjoy easy cooking while also affording the deep, crispy crusts that aren't easily achieved in non-stick coated pans. Caraway's stainless steel line is 5-ply, so the heat from below is going to be evenly distributed across the surface. Their stainless steel comes with a lifetime warranty, and if you buy the whole set, it is 20% cheaper than buying all the pieces individually. If you're in the market to upgrade your pans, check out Caraway's website linked in the description. That 20% bundle discount stacks with the 10% off you get from using my promo code. Click the link in the description to shop for these fancy stainless steel pans.